So, lads, what we're actually doing instead is actually the area of a triangle. Okay, once again, this is in your notes. Okay, so the area of a triangle. We used to do right angle triangles. Okay, so far we've only ever done the area of right angle triangles, a half base by height. But what we're doing in these questions is a half AB sine C. So what you do is you pick an angle and you call it C. So whichever angle is available to you. So in question 2, the angle 65 is available to you, and the angle you're using always has to be in between the two sides that you know. Is everybody happy with that? So the angle you're using is always sandwiched in between the two sides you know. So for example, in question 2, our answer is simply a half, whatever A is. So we'll call it A can be 5 or A can be 8. It doesn't matter. Okay, so just pick one of the sides, call it A. Pick the other side, call it B. And then call the angle that's in between C. Then all you have to do after that is go to the calculator and put in what you have here. So that's going to be a half AB sine C. So
yeah.
Okay, 5 times 8 sine 65. And what we get there is 18.13.
Do you always have to close the bracket after that sign?
Yeah, betray you did, yeah. 18.13. Okay, sides are in centimeters, so area is measured in centimeters squared. Okay, now with question 4, we have a choice. Okay, in question 4, we have a choice. Question 4 will give you, it gives you the choice of 72, 64. Now the problem with 72 and 64 is we don't know the two sides, either side of it, do we? We don't know this side, and we can't use 72 because we don't know, once again, we don't know this side here. Is everybody in agreement with that? The only side we're capable of using, are you listening? The only angle we can possibly use is this angle here. What's the reason for that?
We know the two.
We know the two lengths that make that angle. So therefore, we need to find out what this angle is.
Add the other two, then minus
180 minus 64 minus 72, or add the other two and take them away. You get 136. 136 away from 180 is 44. Now we're in business. It's a half AB sine C. C is 44. A is what, guys? A? 8. B? 6. So once again, in your calculator, a half 8 times 6 sine 44. And tell me what the answer is. So
there's always sin, yeah?
yes, always sin. It's in your notes as well, so you don't have to learn it off. So it's always going to be there. 16.67 centimeters squared. So far, we know that it's quite easy, okay? Now the next part, this one just has a little trick in it, okay? The trick is with this one is that, I'll just show you briefly what to do. You got to add the two of them and take it away from 180 and you get a 72. Because these ones are the same angle, what does that mean about this side and this side? Same, so that's 10. So it's a half 10 by 10 by sine 72. Okay, that's the little tricks you can try to play on. Okay, this one here is missing a side, so you can't really do it. Okay. Now, alright, so with this question here, guys, okay, we have 3 sides and we don't know what the third side is, okay, so that was, I think it was the next one up actually. This one, for example, okay. Now, in this one here, you can see that there's only 2 sides written down, no angles. So what you have to do in a question like this is, see, what does this line here mean with this line here, Paddy?
Yeah, it's the same.
Means they're the same. Now we know all three sides, don't we? 9, 9 and 4. Okay? And what we're going to get is we have to label each side A, B or C. So we can say A is 9, B is 9, C is 4. It doesn't matter which one's which. You just got to call one of them A. Huh?
What's that 8?
It's just a copy from the question above it. Okay? Now guys, it says you have to get, the area is this formula here, but there's something called S that we haven't got a clue about. We don't know what S is. So there's a formula for S directly underneath. This is all in your tables. So to get the area of a triangle when you have three sides, this is how you do it. S equals A plus B plus C, which is 9 plus 9 plus 4, all divided by 2. You get 11. S is therefore 11.
S is 11.
Because you add them together, divide by 2, yeah. Okay. Area, therefore, is equal to 11. 11 minus A, which is 11 minus 9. The next one is 11 minus 9 again, because that's 11 minus B. And then 11 minus C is 11 minus 2. Then all we have to do is go to the calculator, press the square root sign, and what we get is 11. 11 minus 9 is 2. 11 minus 9 is also 2. Keep it quiet. And then 11 minus 2 is a 9. Put all that in the calculator, and your answer therefore is going to be 19.9. Okay?
You make it 20.
No, it just says one decimal place or two decimal places. So 19.9. Zero.
After you know the area, is that the question done?
Yes, because it says questions 1 to 9 calculate the area. Okay? So, these questions here, they're going to be giving you information. You have to draw the information, and then after you've drawn the information, you try and figure out the area. So, this one gives you ABC. Now, AC is the big line, and so just draw it roughly, okay? And we go, AC is 10, ACB is 48 degrees, which is that one there, and we know that BC is 8. How do you get the area of that triangle, lads?
You find out all the sides.
You can't find out all the sides just yet. You use this formula here.
Half and 8 10.
Half 8 times 10.
Is that in the table?
It is in the tables.
Just that.
So I'm 48. What do we get? Sorry? Half 8 times 10. So I'm 48. And what we get is 29.73. Is that right?
Yeah.
29.73. Now, it's the same thing for the other two, okay? It's the same deal for 11 to 13. Is that right?
Yeah.
Alright guys, look, we can just get you started on these ones now. Let me happen.
I